When it comes to tights, does the price tag make a difference? My guess is going to be generally yes. Usually, the more expensive a pair of tights are, generally the better quality it will be. Although this may not always be the case. So today, we are going to try this out and see, does a more expensive tight really make a difference? And we're starting on the lower end. We are starting with a pair of tights that are $8.99 on Amazon and a pair of tights that are $28 on its website. So let's take a look. I tried to find two pairs of tights that are almost identical to each other. Because if we're going to be testing out if the price makes a difference, we need a product that is very, very similar. So these Frola tights are $8.99 on Amazon, and they are a seamless pantyhose, oily, shiny, seamless crotch, super soft, silky smooth, probably size medium, and this says they're brown. There's no denier listed, so I'm not really sure. But then I have these Nous tights that you can buy for $28 on their website. And these are also a seamless play sheer size large shade dulce pair of tights. They also did not have a denier listed, but when I take them out of the packaging, they're very similar. As we can already see, they are not perfectly the same. The Nous ones have a much higher waistband, while the Frola ones are a little shorter. But if we ignore the waistbands, they are pretty similar. This one has a very soft, stretchy kind of feel, and they're supposed to be a little shiny when you put them on. And the Frola are very similar. They're also soft, shiny. These are supposed to be a little more oily looking. And when I try to spread my hands out, they have about the same amount of sheerness. They really aren't that sheer. They're a little more opaque, but that is why I picked them, because they are very, very similar, even down to the color. This one's just a little more honey looking and this one's a little more brown, but we're gonna put these on and really see the difference. The Frola tights are on, and I am going to immediately say they are very tight. For a size medium, they are squeezing my legs, but there's still so much material. There's a lot of material to move around. So I don't think going smaller would be a good idea, but there is way, way too much material. Now, I don't know if y'all are gonna be able to see this. There are lines going down the material. There's lines all inside my thighs, going down the legs. What that is or why that is, and the one going in the circle cannot be from my nails. I know sometimes my nails will kind of leave a mark on tights. I did not do that circle. There's no way. So I will say these, and maybe on camera they're looking better, but in person, the color is not smooth. The color is not super smooth. But again, we're working with a cheaper pair of tights, so we gotta, factor that into how we feel about them. So we got the fact that they're kind of tight on the legs, which is not great because I already have thinner legs compared to the average person. So if a medium is tight on me, it's gonna be tight on a lot of people. The lines, do not really love the lines. I like the overall color, but the fact that these are supposed to be a little more concealing, you want them to conceal. If you have bruises, cuts, marks, whatever on your legs, discoloration, whatever the veins, forget what that's called, but when your veins show, these are supposed to conceal, but when you've got all these little lines, you're concealing your legs, but then you're just showing other random weird things. So losing points for that. They are decently shiny though, I will say. If you like some sheen, they have a little bit. They're not it says an oil shine. I'm not seeing it. I would not say these are the most shiny pairs of tights I have. I own quite a few that are way shinier than this. So for $8.99, basically $9 on Amazon, I'm gonna say they make me think of a $9 pair of tights. They get the job done. So if you need something in a crunch, you can get them. But I'm very curious to see how the Nous ones compare with a $20 difference. The Nous tights are on, and I have already got to say, these went on so much easier. And these are actually considered a large / extra large, and there's no extra material that's like, you know, built up in the crotch area, because nobody wants that. It's uncomfortable. So these already went on really, really smooth. I do not see any weird markings in the material. So the color is very, very smooth. I think there's one like right there. That could be my fault. One random one could be my fault. But these are also very concealing. So they are concealing. They're doing their job. They don't have weird markings. They went on so much easier. It's hard to really compare the color because the colors are slightly different, but at least the color is smooth. It's very, very smooth. I like how the material feels. When it comes to shine, to me, I feel like they're about the same. I don't know. Y'all might be able to tell a difference on y'all's end. Y'all will have to let me know which one is shinier, but Nous does have a designated oily pair of seamless tights, and these technically aren't them. So not the best to compare the oily sheen to, but I do like how they feel. There's really not a lot of imperfections. I like how the band is done. It has a very good control top where the other one is shorter. And I've got to say, I have a lot of brands of seamless tights, and I have mixed emotions about the top on a lot of them. Like even like my CDRs, I hate the band. I do. I like the seamless, but I hate their band. So this one is actually really nice because I'm able to pull up and it's actually going all the way up. It's not sitting too low like my CDRs do. But I mean, the Frola band, it sat nicely. So I guess comparing those aspects, the band was still good. But I do think, I don't want to be biased because these cost more, but I think I like these better overall. And I do believe it's because there's not random marks in the material. The material does look really, really smooth. So I would love to hear what y'all think. Are y'all able to tell, y'all looking at me, are y'all able to tell the $20 difference between the Frola and the Nous tights? And if not, well, then I guess you could really just stick with $8.99. It's cheaper. But I think overall, I think I do like the Nous tights better. I would love to do another one of these where there's a little bit more contrast in brand, like my wall forwards maybe compared with another brand. But I want to find, again, a pair of tights, or I guess 2 pairs of tights, that are very, very similar. Like the deniers got to be the same, the seams got to be the same. Like we want something that's almost identical. And I feel like these were very, very close. Very, very close. But the Nous wins. I will be surprised if y'all don't agree with that. But if you guys have liked the video, give it a thumbs up, letting me know you liked it. And like I said, leave a comment. I'm very curious to see which pair we like the best and if we do see the $20 difference. And that is it. I cannot wait to see y'all in the next video. I love you guys so much. Bye.